The current situation with MrBeast is not looking good. It looks, in fact, horrible. This could potentially ruin his channel. If you do not know what's currently happening, MrBeast has a serious problem. One of his close friends and affiliates, Chris, has come out. In which ways, that's for you yourself to decide, okay? And MrBeast has made the decision to throw his full support and weight behind Chris. And this is going to be extremely problematic, because most creators try to avoid this situation like the plague because it can potentially ruin channels. Let me give you a quick rundown. MrBeast has more than 100 million subscribers. Even if 1% are not happy with the support he is currently giving Chris, and they decide to be extremely vocal and cancel him, that's 1 million people plus gunning after him. And that is a huge amount of pressure, which is gonna end probably terribly for him. People are pointing out that you can already see it in the newest videos.
Chris, you want a big boy? I need a big boy.
You can just see how absolutely uncomfortable he is. And if you know anything about MrBeast, if you have watched a single one of his videos, you know that usually his fake persona is absolutely untouchable, okay? He's always in the zone, he's always in the right mood, but now because of this, it's not going too well now, is it?
33 million subscribers. I think we're on 141 now. That's cool.
We get it. You gain a lot of subscribers so fast. You're so popular and so famous.
Or it is to you.
Or, I mean, in a way it is to me. I am MrBeast. We are like a
It just
legion,
looks sad,
you're
okay?
you're many.
It really looks sad. And this is not even the top of the iceberg, honestly. Here is a pretty believable, but I emphasize unconfirmed 4chan leak. I don't hate Jimmy, but he is a two-face. He pretends he's doing it all to make people happy, but it's just a business for him. He'll push anything as long as it makes money. He wants to get into politics. There's more. I'm tired of playing alone. I know this will out me, but I don't care. And this supposed unconfirmed leak is someone having a conversation with MrBeast, and to sum it up, MrBeast is essentially just saying, we have to do absolutely everything in our power to support Chris, otherwise we are risking cancellation, and we cannot let the business fail. Now the obvious question to be asked here is, are these real? Well, I can't really tell you if they are or aren't. No one has confirmed or denied any of this. If I look at the pictures right here, I do not see any obvious inserts of text. I do not see any obvious pixelation or anything out of the ordinary. But then again, I do not use this type of device, so I cannot tell you if this is really authentic and it looks like it should look. But at the same time, this, for example, does definitely feel real, because MrBeast is 100% two-faced. And if you do not believe that, well, you should probably go out in the world a little bit more and experience things, because MrBeast is the most classical two-faced character that you can honestly get. It's almost comical how easily it is to spot that he is definitely two-faced. Just as an example, these are the type of videos that MrBeast did just a couple of years ago.
Book by its cover. You never know if your best friend identifies as a vehicle. You don't know if they have a rotor or an engine inside of them, okay? Just be accepting, okay? It's 2016. The last thing you want to do is offend someone, okay? Just be accepting of vehicles trapped inside of human bodies, all right? I don't have an outro planned, so this is just going to end abruptly.
The outro is funny, I got to admit. But I'm gonna just flat out say it. I'm gonna give you context for this, okay? He is not making just a joke. He is making fun of the concept, okay? So you can deduce everything from that as you might. And nowadays, if you look at MrBeast, all of his takes are milquetoast at best. He completely tries to avoid any touchy subject. There is not even a hint of political flavor in his videos on average. Well, I should say, until this moment. A lot of people often bring up that MrBeast cannot be bad because of the philanthropy work that he has done. And yes, he has done a pretty substantial amount of philanthropy. But you always need to look at things in perspective. Has he ever donated a single penny to charity without making a video about it? No. As far as I know, he only donates to charities and then makes a video about it, aka making the charity 1. Pay for itself, 2. He becomes a philanthropist, and the only way that you can become a philanthropist is pretty much by these means nowadays, and 3. He gets government discounts for tax and other things, potentially because of his vast donations to charity. So people who are saying his charity is good, you have to ask, would MrBeast do these sort of charities if there was nothing he would gain in return? No views, no money, no nothing. And keep in mind, even though he does this sort of charity and philanthropy, you need to remember, if MrBeast donates $1 million to something, he is donating roughly not even 1% of his net worth at this point, of the potential money that he's gonna make out of the video. That would be the equivalent essentially of me donating 1 cent to my local charity and making a video telling how I donated this much money, it's a huge amount, and now I should get praised. In any case, it's not looking good for MrBeast, and maybe this actually does do a dent in his channel and his reputation, and maybe potentially even actually end him to a degree. Now, obviously, it's impossible to end such a ginormous channel as MrBeast, but the problems he could potentially face because of this could be substantial if handled in the wrong way. We'll just have to see what happens. But the problems are definitely there. The criticism also, even if you don't like it, is definitely there and applicable.